I've had days like that. You get to bed early and you still just want to be asleep. That's where I am. That is where I am. Alright. Let's wake up though. Let's get moving. Let's get this party started. Let's see, we're level 10, so we have a few more 8s probably to clean up. And then we can start on our 11s. Or take a level 11 and start on our 9s. I'm actually in good shape. You know, I don't actually remember what we did and hadn't done. Let's take a look here. I do know that we skipped ahead and we did some Ravenloft stuff. And I remember thinking that the last couple of the Ravenloft quests, like, man, this is really tough. I don't know what happened to my character. Like, all of a sudden it feels so bad. Now the reason why is because we were doing content quite a bit higher than where I meant to be. We could go do... Yeah, we should go do Delira's, maybe. Think what else we got? We got CO6. We can do CO6 next level. We have Spies in the House. Which we could also do and probably be fine. There's so many good 8s. Haunted Library. No, not Faithful Departed. Yeah, there's lots of good 8s, but I think we should probably just do a quick burn through Delirious here. Delirious has a amazing though nice perk of having a reasonable little payoff at the end with the legendary voice of the master. It's actually a nice little perk. Even if you don't use it, which I was using and am using on the hardcore server, you can feed it to your sentient gem for like a reasonable amount of experience. So even if you're just like me and you're just like feeding things, it's worth it. Tell Remy to get his lazy butt up and play some Goose Games. Remington's up. He's up. He's on the couch being a zombie. What? Oh dear lord. Oh dear lord. Alright. Apparently I needed to do this quest earlier. I feel a little bit sheepish here now. Alright. Can't even do this quest on Reaper because we were too high a level. Pretty gross. Anyway, good morning to Labbies. It's like a weird time for you to be awake, isn't it? Shouldn't you be asleep? I feel like you should be asleep. Oh, come on. I feel like there's very, very low odds that I do not have enough jump to get up here. I'm going to look and I'll be mad. That's our jump. $18? Okay, that might still be too low. Alright, whatever. We'll see. Hey, good morning, Wood. Back's hurting, you're not allowed to sleep. That's sad. That's sad. Oh no, I'm still trying to wake up myself, if I'm being honest. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to fight. This is lame. It's okay. I'm not really awake. Alright, somebody go click this lever for me. Kaboom. Kaboom. Alright, they're on it. Why is that door not open? Did someone not actually get that lever pulled? No, that lever's pulled. Oh, yeah. What am I thinking? There's also another lever. Oops. It's been such a long time since I've done it this way, and my brain is like... I don't even know. I don't even know how you do the quest like this anymore. It's weird. So for those of you who are Instagram people, USS _ fat _ halfling is live. I'm not really an Instagram person, but V-Love kind of talked me into it. So I'm trying to Instagram. So a lot of the stuff that's out there right now, we're just like backlogging stuff we have, but there are some stuff up there for the last day or two that is out there that I haven't updated in the bus updates yet. I'll be doing that later today. I keep forgetting we're not on Reaper now, so I'm like I literally feel like I don't have to do anything. Is a very odd feeling. I mean, look at the damage difference. That Fin Fang Foom is doing now on this setting versus the other setting. Like, he's got real damage numbers and stuff. Bring out the lampshade. That's fair. That's fair. We can wear the lampshade for a minute. There we go. So for those of you who don't know, even though it doesn't fit yet because I haven't made time to work on it. God, it's so heavy. We have a high tier, top tier in Patreon now called the Big, I think it's called the Big Daddy D20. And Big Daddy D20s, one of the perks of being a Big Daddy D20, you can ask me to put this lampshade on. I haven't completely decided on the rules for it just yet. But we are in a situation where we're not in a hard quest. We could definitely put it on for a little bit and screw around. Definitely a day for screwing around, that's for sure. How is this guy not dead? Like, everything else I'm not even worried about. This guy. I will say, it could be a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter, but it's all good. I'm gonna be figuring out a couple of different things for it. First of all, I want to figure out a way to actually put a little light in it, and two, I want to actually get it up a little bit. It's just so heavy it sinks down and needs some sort of like internal system. Even with this hat kind of acting like that, trying to help hold it up, it is super heavy. Dives down. Alright, let's get a Death Ward running. As we point and click at guys. Assuming you have the mana, the caster druid's pretty good. Like, there's a lot of just like point and click and kill a thing. Put everything on standstill. Don't do anything mode. We're gonna try to navigate through here without... What? I must have touched this square somehow. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna run straight across Shrine. Let's move everything into the Shrine. I'm so used to seeing that kind of shape come at us that it's gotta be a Reaper, but no Reapers in this mode. It's so heavy. Alright. Alright, so by going into first person mode, we're going to try to negotiate around these bones. Hi, you want to get out the way? Yeah, well, I think what I'm gonna do is stick one of the, like, flip light type things in there. I think it'll be fine. So getting the lights in is not such a big deal. It's the... It really is getting it where it can actually, like, have the weight distributed a little bit better. If you think of it kind of like you would think of like a hard hat, for example. Jahop the Conqueror, thanks for hitting the subscribe button, my friend. Welcome to the USS Fat Halfling. I do apologize for some silliness this morning, but Talab has got the silliness on board. Alright. Need a 3D print. Need a 3D print me on top of the hat like it's on the real Samus hat. Well, so I've actually... before my wife found this, I'd actually kind of like given up on finding the hat, the lampshade or whatever. I actually bought some paper covered foam board. I've actually had plans to just make a hat, but we'll see what happens. We might have a couple of different things. You think this silliness is what caused the follow? No, I think people who follow when you're playing Dungeons and Dragons Online want to watch Dungeons and Dragons Online. I think that's true. Most people like this game when you're actually playing it and you're doing a good job. But it is possible. It is possible. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. In my experience, the people who follow the funny stuff want to see the funny stuff all the time. And I can't. I like being funny and I like doing funny things, but man, even I get wrecked. Speaking of hats, you did just buy a new one? Yeah, something sweet. Memory from DDOcast. Well, thanks, my friend. Long time DDOcast or recent DDOcast? Because I believe I'm supposed to be back on again this week. I'm just curious. Bought a leather top hat for your Vegas trip. Nice. Alright, now we can do some Reaper again. Recent one where I talk about gear. Awesome. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully you learned some things. Hopefully I didn't drown on too much. I both love and hate that my dog doesn't appear up there. Oh, man. I wonder if I have a bit of a summer cold. Maybe that's what's getting to me. Which one? That's like a 15-parter. It was a lot. Was certainly a lot. All I know for right now is today, if you listen to that and you're watching me right now, the Cove is live. And I actually need to go hit the Cove and do some low-level crystal farming, I think. I'm going to pick up a couple of the new items. Actually, I take it back. I'm going to make one of the new items because I only have like 540 or something of the shards, and I do not feel like doing the whole thing. Hey, Charmed. Good morning. But if you're a person that has a group or can get a group for Cove, get some of that stuff. Swashbucklers for days. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, you can tell we're back on Reaper mode. I was going to say normal. You can tell we're back on normal mode because monsters aren't dying as fast. Alright, my friend, get some sleep. We appreciate you as always. I did hear something. I did hear something. Oh, the bear didn't make it very long. That's the saying. Yeah, I need to figure out why those things don't work. It'll let me unlock or let you guys unlock the normally pay for emotes. But I can't put in a exclusive emotes because some of you guys have got so many viewing channel points, and there's nothing you can really do to spend on them. Yeah. So I need to think of some other things to do with them. I know that I think it was Wood actually was suggesting things like hydration reminders stuff like that. But I'm not a person that's gonna let myself become like dehydrated and things along those lines, so I'm not sure. Ugh. See what else we can get pushed through here before I have to go back and shrine. Eat a hot pepper. So then I gotta like keep hot peppers around. I don't know. Seems like time away from the stream. That's part of my issue with a lot of those things, where it's like, do some push-ups, or because the way that everything's kind of set up, that just means that you're not on stream during that time. I don't think that's what we want. You know what I mean? Like, if I was going to go do a hot pepper challenge, I have to go get it, make sure it's clean, bring it down here, then eat it. And then while we're eating it, it'd be a different story, you know? But the rest of the time, it'd be like, man, why are we doing this? See, actually, none of those things matter. This matters. Bear it up. Boom, boom, boom. Now I could get like lyrics for a couple of different cartoon theme songs, and then we could read off read off some lyrics. That could be humorous. Same as karaoke, yeah. We gotta be careful because we don't want people to leave the stream because of my awesome singing. I think that bear got me. I think that bear is going to make all those spawns run up here. Hopefully he just wrecks them all and I don't have to worry about it. Hotel California and go. Yeah, it would have to be something shorter than that, for sure. So these guys are what wrecked Gore last on the hardcore server with us. Oh, hey, Carnage Reaper, what are you doing here? Hanging out, smoking some b-ball. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I had the feeling these guys were gonna make it up here. Because the bear aggroed them. Because I can't set the bear to stand still. So, like, we were out of the way for everything else, but not... that I couldn't make that bear stand still. Man, he's just like... Is that a thing? Do I even know this song? You know, I think what we'd have to do is I would have to limit them to ones that I at least kind of know. And And again, it would be less me singing and more me just like reading. We could also like read a book, like a page at a time. Like, oh well, let's pull out blah 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 and start reading the book. That would at least be fun for me, depending on which book it was that we picked. Yeah, bedtime story for Talabs. That is fair. We read like one page at a time. Oh, this poor guy. Okay, he must have took some serious dot. You over. People think that until it starts to happen. Guys think that. Alright. Fortunately, I don't have a good way to like bring that over here. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light, and my head grew heavy, and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. See, now is that what you guys want? Is that how you guys want to remember Hotel California? My sweet baritones just going to town. Because if it is, I can keep going. I think I'm a baritone. I feel like I certainly am today. My throat is like, yeah. It's not so bad for you guys. Medicine for bed. Have a good night, bud. Excuse me. Like I mentioned, I'm still beat. I am super tired still. I don't know what's going on. The rest of the weekend felt fine. Just last night into I don't know when exactly. Kind of early-ish. Just started feeling completely exhausted. I'm gonna put this stream to sleep. Ah, I hope not. You once wrote a mud for based off of Hotel California. It's pretty sweet. I used to love muds. I wrote a mud once based off of a school trip that we all took to I forget where we went. We went someplace. Our orchestra did to play, and we had an appropriate amount of shenanigans. But it turns out that some of the younger kids, the freshmen, they all decided to bring a whole bunch of alcohol and get so drunk that at least one of the kids stayed in the hotel room the next day because he was super hungover. Alright, anything else important in this room? No, we're good. And, yeah, it was weird. It was weird. It's 6:30 p.m. over here. We're not going to bed for a while. Have to start packing again. Yeah, get packy. Well, that's just it. I think the kid was very close. Like, he was not in good shape. And then when the orchestra leader, instructor, whatever, found out, he was like, "Did you guys know?" And I don't think they were freshmen at the time. I think they were 8th graders at the time, if I'm being honest. And all of the high school kids were just so shocked. Because we thought maybe we were going to get in trouble for the shit that we did. You know, and like I said, we did some stuff, but we weren't drinking, and we didn't, like, we were going into each other's rooms and hanging out and stuff like that, but nothing illegal. I mean, it was just, you know, it was like what we thought was a, you know, medium. Yeah, we're a bunch of orchestra nerds. You know, we thought we were having like a medium trip, you know, like nothing crazy. Should go ahead and summon the bear, I think. Yeah, they were pretty crazy. Just remember that whatever shenanigans that you thought made sense at a certain age when you were a kid, that age has now been like radically reduced. Like, kids are absolutely insane now. Why did this still not get picked up? There we go. Your grandkids are in 5th grade. How do they get the alcohol? They brought it from home. I don't know for sure, but I suspect that there was one young man in particular. He was like the troublemaking ringleader or something. And he, I suspect he brought the majority of what they had, if not all of it. Like, I don't remember, I don't know. I did not get into the finer details. He was not in my section, i.e. not my responsibility, so I didn't worry about it that much. But said I imagine he brought what he brought from home, thinking that he would get everybody to like party it up or whatever, and then I suspect a lot less of the kids drank what he kind of thought they were going to drink. And then he ended up drinking a whole bunch. I don't think he was dumb. I think he was just, like, he checked on the kids. He checked on everybody a couple of times. But I think he was very, I don't know. I don't think he ever had anything like this happen before. You know, he was trying to make sure that people weren't like in each other's rooms and you know, stuff along those lines. And to be fair, we were mostly behaved. Like, most of the trip was mostly well behaved. Yeah, it was crazy. We didn't find out until we got back that those kids were drinking. That's how good of a job they did. They kept it away from us even. I definitely think some policies got changed in the since then. So like, we used to be able to pick our own roommates for hotel or for trips like that. Then there always had to start being an older person in the room. So like, you'd have like 2 high school people with 2 like 2 of the middle school kids. Stuff like that started happening after that. Definitely naive. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the kid had the greatest home life. I know that. I'm trying to think if he had an older brother that recently left. He was the second generation in the orchestra, and I'm trying to remember what the deal was. I don't remember if he actively had a brother or if he that was currently in the group at the time, or if it was the brother had just graduated the year before. It may be that. It may have been the brother had graduated the year before. But it was certainly not the wild party that everybody was thinking it was going to be. Like I said, it definitely put some stuff into... Put some kids on probation for being trusted. For sure. I think what really kind of shook him in particular, his name was David Hunter. What really kind of shook him was the fact that he couldn't trust anybody. Like, he was used to trusting his kids. And I know it took him a long time to, like, believe that we didn't know anything about it. And we didn't. It was still, like, it was crazy. Was it like... Was it a music competition? I feel like it was a music competition. I don't know. It's hard to tell. We used to do this big, like, 5-state um, mass tournament every year, every couple of years. We'd come together and build like this super orchestra, basically. Have like 500 chairs or whatever. I don't remember if it was that or if it was just like our yearly state competition. Oh yeah, he took some heat when it came out. He took some serious heat. Remember, he like weirdly questioned us before he told us, and then when he did tell us, we were all like, "What the?" Like, we were all genuinely shocked, I think. Like, we were trying to figure out, or at least I was trying to figure out why he was asking about. I don't know, it was weird. It was certainly a weird conversation. Alright, speaking of weird conversation, Delira, get over here. Ooh, Plague Reaper. I don't think taking out the Plague Reaper will, or taking out Delira will make this Plague Reaper go away, so we're probably going to have to kill it as well. But I still think I want to clean up Delira here before we worry about the Plague Reaper too much. Yeah. Alright, and then to be respectful, I'm still going to eat these Lost Souls, even though the quest is over. That's how we do. One kid in your group tried to steal money from a woman at the playground. Weird. Alright. Say hi to... say hi for me. Jeez, brain. Alright, so that should be the first 3 parts done. We'll go ahead and advance, and yeah, thank you, Yolanda. You're having a great day. My brain can continue to function. Today might be a day that I like take a nap after the stream. It's been a little while. I spent a lot of the night, like I said, I went to bed early, but I spent a lot of the evening kind of like tossing and turning. My neck and back were really bothering me. Well, I mean, again, I recognize that the adults that are supposed to be watching the children have to take some amount of responsibility, but as a person that has kids, I guarantee I know that parenting starts at home, so can't blame, like, whatever goes on with the kids, the parents have to take a percentage of the responsibility as well. All I know is we got rolled back on the things that we could do the next year because of the kid. Like, we didn't get to take like overnight trips the rest of the rest of that year and the following year. That was something that happened. I don't know, there's something else that happened. I can't think of what in particular here. Alright, so we're going to run straight across. If you run straight across just like I did, that trap won't go off. But if you waver at all, you're not walking that line, you'll have it go off. Yeah, I mean, why would they? Parents abdicate all of their authority to the schools or the care. I'm going to go ahead and pop this so I don't have to kill every monster later. This really will just give us like a few more... a few more kills, so we don't have to deal with it as much. Yeah, it's just like the kids these days. They always, or not kids, but they talk about how did, like, back in the day, say a kid was doing poorly in school. Right? It was almost always, what can my kid do to improve, blah, 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 stuff like that. And now it's almost always put on the kids, or put on the teachers now. Like, why didn't you teach my kid better, or blah, blah, blah. It's like, lady, or guy, whatever. Did some of that responsibility is on you and the kid. Like, did you make sure the kid got homework done? Did you help them when they needed it? Like, can't put all this on me. But that's definitely part of the attitude. There's a cartoon that basically describes that. It was like a kid at a parent-teacher conference being ashamed because of his grade, getting spoken to by the parents, and then there's a cartoon of today where the kid's looking all smug, where the parents are yelling at them about their kid's grade. It's exactly what it's like. I watched it happen repeatedly going into Remington's parent-teacher conferences. Listening to parents yelling at their teachers. How dare you? My kid spends all this time doing homework. It's like, well, never gets turned in. That was Remington's problem. Remington had he would do his homework, get it done, and then just never turn anything in. He used to get in so much trouble for that. Tried so many different things to just get him to turn in homework. I cannot even begin to tell you. Make sure we're death worded up right here. Oh, okay. I think I actually probably have enough mana to do this next part. So I think we'll try doing it first, and then we'll go around the other way. I usually don't like doing this. I usually like having the shrine open in case of an emergency. But cast her first, please. Thank you. That was dumb. Guy's not going to take creeping cold damage. They don't understand where the homework they asked me or my boyfriend so we can help them. We're not going to do their homework for them. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a problem helping get the homework done. To me, that's fine. But to me, it's like, even if we sat down together and worked on the homework and I knew it was done, which again, I don't think I ever had Remington have that problem with getting it done. But he might forget it. Like, there was a bunch of that. Oh, I forgot that was assigned or whatever. He used to get in trouble for that kind of nonsense a lot. But 9 times out of 10, he would do the homework. And it would go in a binder. But somehow he couldn't get it. Like, you could find it in his binder, like, later. It's like, put it right here, so you know that it's got to go back. Okay. And then we'd check his grades, like, a couple of days later. It's like, how come this isn't turned in? I don't know. I couldn't find it. Then we'd open up his notebook, and, like, here it is. It was constantly little things like that would drive me crazy about Remington and his schoolwork. And then there was like, go march it in, turn it in. Well, it's late. So, even 50% is going to be better than the 0% you're getting. Go turn it in. But they had I don't know, the school started imposing some stupid rule about if you turn something in 1 day late, the highest grade you can get is X. And then 2 days late, it's Y. And then 3 days late, it's a 0. There's nothing you can do to turn it in after that. So Remington's argument was always, it's already a 0. Can't get, worse. Jesus. Like, what do I gotta do? Do I gotta start going to school with you and turning stuff in? I threatened it. I told him I would. And get his shit together. Just follow you around class. Yeah, we're a little low on mana, actually. I keep forgetting being 100% spellcaster based can be mana intensive. Yeah, I guess I don't understand that. I mean, I understand not wanting to do homework, but if you just get it done and it's over with, then I guess I've always kind of been that way. Like, I just am down to get things over with. Take my beating, get it over with. You know what I mean? Like, get the homework done, whatever. I used to try, like, a lot of... As soon as I got my own, like, free time or free period or whatever, to be able to do things, it became very easy to do that. But I don't know what it is about the logic here in the States, but a lot of people, they think that, oh, we only have you for X number of hours of the day. We have to cram as much into you as possible. Which I can kind of appreciate. The idea that you only have so many hours a day or whatever, but it still feels overly intense to me. Well, I mean, you gotta take the opportunity to teach them why they're primed to learn, but you also can't. You have to teach them things that are interesting and are beneficial. The problem is that a lot of kids, they don't realize what they're learning or trying to be taught is beneficial or useful until later. Like my niece. I always talk about my niece because I think she's pretty great, even though she's, in my opinion, become a massive screw up. But she was a smart kid. Like a very smart kid. And then went out to the real world and was like, no one ever taught us this in school. And I'm like, I guarantee you they taught you this in school. I guarantee you. I know that they taught it to us. So, like, for example, she was complaining about how to do taxes one day. I'm like, I know for a fact that in your math class, one of the requirements was, maybe it wasn't a math class, maybe it was a government class, but I know that there's one of the things you have to do is fill out the tax form, the easy tax form. I know it is, because they made me do it, they made my wife do it, they made all my friends do it, they made my parents do it. Everyone does it. Everybody in school fills out the tax form. Whoa! Then she talked about balancing a checkbook. Like, that's specifically something that you do in school for like forever here in the States. Oh, I never learned how to balance a checkbook. Like, whatever. If you didn't, it's because you didn't pay attention. I find it hard to believe that they don't teach. I don't know what your taxes are like there, but over here, I guarantee it. Actually, we should not shrine. Should wait until these dorks are done shrining. Phone burping about. Couple of things, but nothing important. Oh man, I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and set all this off. We have to get 122, 123 kills to get the the chief experience point total here. So we'll probably also, just to err on the side of caution, set up kill a couple of these archers too. Oh, let's get rid of the other caster out here just in case it's something scary. Oh, how are we doing? 107. There'll be a few out here. So what, 109, 115? Wow. My numbers are like way off. 16, 17, 8, 18, 19, 20. Alright, so we need like a couple more really. So we can't kill the big guy yet. That's alright. We'll just pop this up here and keep an eye on it. He will outlast us. Yada 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 yada. Let's pop off the champ. Alright, there's our conquest bonus. Not the worst. Alright, unfortunately I'm not gonna waste chimes of opening on these chests. We should go grab a couple of the wands of opening maybe out of the cove. We'll see. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, speaking of the cove, before we level, I think we'll actually go check on that cove as well. I don't imagine there's... We're going to feed it to our sentient gem here. Alright, 85, 685 to... Yeah, so that was 20. Still, 20 experience is better than no experience. Your kids don't want to go to sleep. You just said it was 6:30. Why would they want to go to sleep? So it's 7? I don't know. I used to not go to sleep until like 8. Youngest is 3. That's fine. That one can go to sleep now. I get to sleep. To sleep or I'm gonna tickle you till you pee your pants. They're playing and screaming. Well, that's a little crazy. You don't be playing and screaming. Oh, yeah, this is totally closed. No, there's somebody. How's they just came off, I guess. As usual, my timing's perfect. Alright, so maybe I can just do some gem trading instead. I need a couple of these pyrites, I think. I don't have any of those even. Yeah, okay. Well, then we definitely need to just wait. I'll come check back in again later. But I don't remember which of these things. I'm going to grab one of these dowsing rods real fast. Just why I'm here. I'm not going to do a bunch, but I have one. Now I'm trying to decide which. I can't remember which of these things I was like, oh yeah, I want to get one. I think it was probably this. Or was this, yeah, I don't think it was that. This whole wrecker hammer is pretty good too. I don't know if it's great at level 4 like some of the other things are. Oh, this was it. I wanted this, this Morning Star. It's Holy, Ghostbane, Holy Burst, Insightful, Deadly. There's a lot of good words on that. Its critical range is not great, but for a one-handed weapon, it's pretty good. This orb is bad, right? Yeah, this orb is bad. Unless you want to be like a cold casting person in particular. It does have Insightful Glaciation. I just don't see the need. Yeah. Alright, we'll come back. Check on it in a little bit. Or maybe we just won't get anything. I don't know. I'm not so married to the idea that I have to. I just would like to take a shot at grabbing some of those littler gems and getting some stuff. I'll just go this way. Get rid of this letter. Yeah, I don't know why, but I feel ill. The search level, search and UMD level. Oh, dire beared up now. Maybe a real mama bear now. Oh, excuse me. We may actually break our set, the Inherent of the Mist set, I think. I do want the extra spell points. Take 45 minutes for the bank to load in. Take your time. Excuse my chicken wings there. Nasty itch. Alright, so we have a Ring of the Stalker, which we're not that worried about, because we're not really making combat happen here. Same thing with like the Ring of Power, stuff like that. Not really something we're looking for. However, we could put this hat on instead of this hat, which is a possibility. We'll grab it. I don't think so, but it's possible. If you guys don't already have like a sweet, super low level, greater false life hat, take the time and make one. You'll not be disappointed to have something like this in your inventory. Again, a lot of people don't appreciate the Cove items and some of the custom ability that you can get out of the Cove. I'm not one of those people. I really like the customization. Hey, we did it. We found the word. The customization that you can get out of the Cove. Like everything, I always recommend you look at it from a TR perspective, because a lot of that stuff becomes outpaced a little bit later. But if you build it for TR purposes, you'll never be disappointed. Currently wearing the Wisdom. These goggles are not great, by the way. They just happen to be whatever Wisdom goggles I found, which we won't need once we put these bracers on, because that'll cover our Wisdom items. We can actually put on something else. If there was a set goggle, actually, we could keep the Here to the Mist set. This would be a Devotion goggle. It's probably fine. Right? Yeah, we're only really getting out of it Devotion and Mythic Goggle Boost 1. But it is also theoretically giving us 5 PRR, 5 blah 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 blah, all that stuff. Yeah, it's probably okay. And isn't this 11? No, it's 12. Not 100% sure that we need this. But I was just thinking well-rounded and Intimidate would be pretty okay. But I think that also breaks our set when the time comes. So maybe we don't worry about it. It's close. I suspect we're going to call it an early stream today, unfortunately. Not for a while, but I think we are going to end up calling it a little bit early because I am very tired. Hello, he says. No, we're 11. Alright, so we'll do something with this last thing. Oh. Now we need to set our... Just look at what we're probably going to do. Probably going to do Greater Creeping Cold. Doesn't look like spell components. And I do like Word of Balance. which does not require spell components. Alright, so I don't think we need to buy spell components. Unless we're just low on something else, and we're not, so we're good. I do love Jaws and Winter. Like, I really like these, the dogfighting buffs. I just don't think we're there. We had an extra level 3. If we weren't streaming, I would be taking Sleet Storm. Take Spike Growth, I guess. That's the Meta Magic version, right? Yeah. Or the SLA version. Alright, so we're going to save up the next action points to be able to pop things up here. We definitely want Word of Balance, so that's 3. Kind of is good to have elemental stuff. That's fine. This is good. 8 times your wisdom and temporary hit points. I don't know if we'll hit that, but okay. Alright, yeah, I think that's good. Like, we set spells, blah blah blah, they're on the bar. Yeah, okay. Always be reapering. Water elemental probably, right? There we go. We made that water elemental woody. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, there's almost always a Reaper in this pile. Did that guy not take any damage from Word of Balance? So that guy was true neutral? Is that what they're trying to say? That did not seem legit to me. At the caster version of it was true neutral. Like, that guy took damage. I guess we'll have to look at another caster up here in a second. This is Soothsayer. Yeah, Soothsayer's not true neutral. How come that other guy was? Weird. I'm being silly. I should have at least one ice storm going. Yeah, those guys definitely are taking the full damage. I wonder what happened. The other guy took no damage. Maybe he died before it landed? I don't know. So majestic. Okay. While they're doing that, I'm gonna go get this collectible. The monsters should be should be mad at me, not at everybody else. Why don't you always pick on the vicar? Oh, the Reapers have gotten a little bit tough. We must have hit that next jump up on the Reaper spawn difficulty, whatever you want to call it. $400. I didn't even see the damage of the second shot. I killed the wolf. But the wolf held him. Maybe we should be treating the wolf as a tank now instead of the... Oh yeah, I forgot. He's got the bigger range of unconsciousness now, doesn't he? Oh yeah. The negative 400. I forgot about that. Alright, so Reapers are bad news apparently. Apparently they do not live within balance. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and summon Ellery. She's going to pull the lever, but she's also going to give us some DVs first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, alright, 14. So, no, 15. So if we call it 15 times 15, we can actually call it slightly higher than that. We can call it like 15 times 17, right? It's probably pretty close. It's 255 mana for the low price of summoning the hireling. Seems pretty good. There probably will end up being a point soon where I'm going to need to fire off another series of the pots. We're not quite there yet. We're getting close. Oh, I thought I saw a bag drop. Guess I imagined it. I don't know about you guys, but for whatever reason, the flies in my office drive me insane. And the thing is, It's not like there's flies everywhere else in the house. But they, like, live in my office for some reason, and I don't know why. Let's pull everybody back. Just make sure that everybody's out of the... Yeah, maybe instead of trying to keep Fin Fang Fu alive, playing defensively and trying to keep all the aggro on me, maybe we're better served by letting him tank. And set the NPC to guard him. I don't know, that seems rough. It's been rough. It sounds like Remington's come downstairs and he hasn't popped his head in. We're running a little light on mana. I probably shouldn't go for like the full get everything done here, but I suspect I'm gonna anyway because I'm a terrible monster. Because I like my collectibles. Alright, we have 111 mana. We have a couple of fights, realistically, to clear. Alright, now we have 99 mana. I didn't look to see how much this costs. This costs us 63, but I feel like it's the most efficient way to go here. Get rid of this demon soul. Let's get a lightning. And an enemy spellcaster going to town. Lots of beatings today. Man, I'm really glad I went ahead and I clicked this this defensive bubble. That was a lot of kick in the pants right there. What do you, if you were just standing in a cave, right? Just hang out in a cave, and out of nowhere you get hit by lightning. Would that not freak you out to the point where you ran away? I feel like I would run away. I wouldn't charge. Maybe not. Maybe it's different. Maybe it would be fine. I don't know. It just seems silly to me. Alright, so here we're going to fire off our electric potion. We want the beholders killed as quick as possible. Just keep putting the boom booms on them. No named. What? Get out of here. Get out of here. This one could be slightly problematic. Not too bad though. You're named today. I think you're named. Oh, yeah. He's named. He's named, and we need not that much to kill him. A little bit though. Oh, he tapped us. 4 negative levels. Jerk. It's not so much the negative levels that hurt. I mean, it does, but it's the spell points that they took along for the ride. That's what actually hurts. Did you guys seriously not pull this rune after being asked like 3 times? I know you both are smart enough to do it. So disappointing. And we missed it because I wasn't paying attention. We're gonna fire off this. If that was considered a buff and that dispels it, I'm gonna be so mad. I think it did. I think it counted. Come on, Lightning Storm. I want to see some people deleted. Not too bad. Pick up these goodies real quick. Try and stay awake here, guys. I'm sorry. It's like fighting an uphill battle on this one. Seven negative levels. I suspect we're going to take care of our negative level problem. I don't know if this is far enough that it'll hit him or not. I feel like it should. And I believe it's currently the only active monster on the map. Oh, well. We failed to disintegrate. I guess it fixed our negative levels. Dog's on his way. Elder's on the way. Here we go. I don't know what we rolled on that. Oh, looks like the dog finally went over from negative 400. I'm glad that Ruthok over here still has almost all of his mana by comparison. Feels good. I don't know why I keep casting bark skin on myself. I know it's not enough. I wonder what the alignment is considered for these things. Must be true neutral because I didn't see him take damage. $42,000 with the loss of but one. And that one was me. Lawful neutral. They should have taken at least one tick of damage then, right? They didn't take any from Word of Balance. You check the wiki. It says every tick away from true neutral. It's too bad. I would like to have a soul stealing something, but it always seems like the first, like soul stealing is really good, and then whatever comes after is just crap. Oh, so sorry. I think let's do something a little bit on the. Oh, no wonder. Let's do something a little bit on the shorter side. We'll probably wrap up here at the top of the hour. Take a little nap, maybe. See if we can get some energy in us. What do we have that's like a 10-minute quest here? So many good quests at this level. Maybe we should just be patient. Maybe we just chit chat for a few minutes and call it an early stream for now. Yeah, let's do that. I'm so tired. I cannot explain it. You guys have one of those. I'm sure everyone does. Everyone has those days, right? Where you're just like. I don't know what is going on. I just feel like a zombie all of a sudden. Oh, what should we be looking for now at level 11? Anything else in particular? I don't know when these potions of spark and freeze increase to the bigger one. I think it's slightly higher. Like level 17. I guess we can go check that out real quick. Because we need a couple more anyway. I usually feel like I don't drink that many of them because I just forget them. But because of these boosts, and maybe we need to move them, maybe that would help me as well. Put them down here in like the boost section. I've gotten better at clicking boost for spell power. I don't have any problems clicking boost for melee power when you're like attacking, but for some reason when I feel like you click them for spell power, they're just not there. Let's go to House Tarasco. I think it's a slightly closer run. Winnie! Alright, so if you guys don't know about these potion vendor guys, you can get some pretty interesting spell boost stuff going on. Yeah, improved is 13, of course. It would be close enough to... I'm not 100% sure how many we need. Just grab like another 5. Do I also want Inferno potions? I just had the one Inferno. No, it's fine. So anyway, the other thing I was talking about... Actually, this is considered a... I'd have to look it up. Some other school. But you have the elementals potions in this building. But say like you're doing a Pale Master, or you're doing a like a negative energy cleric or something, and you need negative energy spell power, you need to go to the House of Wizardry, because that makes sense. And there's a divine spell potion person back here, and this is where you can get a lot of the same ones. Right, you can get a lot of the elemental ones, but you can't get like the cold in here. But you can get Adore, which is healing bonus. But you can also get Nil, which is the negative energy stuff. So keep all that stuff in mind. And I think this should stack with this, right? I want to find out. Alright, so currently our spell power is... we should do the cold one, right? Because the cold one's in here. No, cold one's not in here. They have lesser sparks. They don't have regular sparks. See what I mean? Like, there's such a weird inconsistency through some of these things. It's fine. Alright, so our positive is 262. Our positive after drinking this should be 10 higher. 1072. And then theoretically it'll go up 6 higher after this. No, did not. So this must be in the same tree line. So we have 6 to everything, or we have 10 to particular schools. I think we'll just keep 10 to the particular schools. Okay, good enough. And then one more thing we'll check before we leave. We'll see if the cove is open. If the cove is open, we might run through the cove once or twice. Try to get some of the little gems that we need. If the cove is not open, we'll probably just call it a morning here. Take a nap. Try to come back a little earlier. I don't know if we're going to go to the hardcore server or not. I kind of feel like I'm done with the hardcore. I felt like kind of checked out last week. See how far down the list we got pushed. Oh, looks like the door's open. Am I allowed to walk yet? There we go. Alright, how long is it open for? Does it say? 40 minutes. Wow, long time. I think what I want is going to come out of the level 4 version of the quest. So I'm not going to worry about things. I'm just going to go kill pirates. I need the gems. Used to be able to run through this pretty quick and kind of make whatever gems and whatever you need pretty fast. We haven't got any gems yet though. We may be too high level to get gems. And if that's the case, we may just not worry about anything from the cove this go around. So I don't feel like pulling out somebody who's level appropriate to run through gems and deal with all the shenanigans that go along with that. I don't think I care about the foreman. If I had like 2 people with me, I would probably give it a shot doing some cove stuff, but right now I just don't have the people, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I could use a hireling, I suppose, but that's not what I'm about either. I like to try to be my other person. I have the dog. I have an NPC. Yeah, we haven't earned any gems yet. I have the feeling that we're not going to be able to. I'll have to look at the wiki to know for sure. Oh my gosh. Fly's getting bold. I got the bad feels that we're not going to get the cool stuff out of the cove this go around unless I make an alt. That does not sound like a lot of fun. At least not right this minute. Maybe later. I don't know. Just make like a quick level 4 monk or something. Or see what I have in this level range already. I feel like we would have gotten some of the shards by now if we were allowed to. Pull up the wiki while we're running around here. What kind of shenanigans do we have? There's a couple incomings. We should see something. Nothing. Alright, let's pull up the wiki. ddowiki.com. Cove. Check to make sure we understand how this works. Burp, 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 burp. Crystal bonus goes up and down 7% for every difficulty for your highest party member. Okay. So because we're... No, that's not for the randomly generated crystals. Maybe that is this. Alright, yeah, we'll have to dig somebody else out to run through here. Not going to do that right now. Unfortunately, I'll deal with it later. Alright, everybody, with that, I think I'm going to call it a morning here. I'm going to get an extra nap, hopefully. I don't know what's kicking my butt so hard today, but I'm just dying to fall back to sleep. So instead, I think I am just going to beat it to the punch and go to sleep. I haven't drank I don't know, not as much as usual. Like 5 cups of tea maybe. Still nothing. Nothing. Alright, everybody, I'll be back, I don't know, after nap and whatnot. Please consider helping us out in the various locations. We got our Patreon, we got our YouTube channel. I also have a Instagram now. I don't know if you guys are Instagram peoples, but I made one just for the bus, the USS Fat Halfling. So if you do happen to be Instagram people and you want to keep up with the bus, that is a way that you can do it. I made it over the weekend and started like catching stuff up. So like picture 1 is a picture of the bus, and then various things. Trying to play catch up. This is what we actually did this weekend. One of the things, I got this electrical box installed. The wife bought these faux tin panels. We got them installed. Countertops are pseudo ordered. Will be they came out and they measured on Friday. So we're hopefully sometime the next day or two they'll come out, or they'll get the phone call. We'll pick out the exact piece we want, pick where we want the pieces cut from. Then that'll be a couple days later. We'll get that cut out and installed. So this will be ready to go. We looked at staining all this oak the same blue that we have the walls like right here, but I don't know if it's gonna work out. Then here's my frame, the doors on and everything that I built over the weekend as well. That custom cabinet. So yeah, well, that's if you're interested in keeping up with the bus, that's the way to do it. This is an old picture of the layout here. That's probably why I picked it. I don't have a new current photo of the bus. I'll have to do that soon. Doesn't zoom in there. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy. Again, follow those links, subscribe, whatever, if you want to. And otherwise, we'll see you guys in a couple hours. Peace, much love.